Hi everybody, it's me Kathryn with Cards and Art, Stamping Up, making some fun cards for you today. I'm really excited to share what I'm going to be teaching and how you can find the products in our catalog and some tips to help you along the way. So first of all, just a quick peek of what we're going to be learning. Some really cute Christmas cards with our non-traditional colors, the mint green, the pink, which is called Blushing Bride, and some other various colors all mixed in. So I'll be teaching these cards here in a few minutes. But before I do, I'm just going to show you really quick where to find this set in our catalog. So we have 3 catalogs right now. We have our main catalog, which is May through April. And then we have our mini catalog, which is July through December. And this is the one where you'll find the set. On page 24, it's called Whimsy and Wonder. There's some great ideas on how to make these cards or use this set. And then there's the set, how to order. You can order just pieces of it or the whole set. And if you do order the set and you spend over $50, then you can get a free item out of this catalog. This catalog is all of our free items in our Celebration catalog. One great thing that works with this set is the bedazzling paper. And if you get that, you'll see me use it in one of these cards. So that's a really pretty one. But there's also a lot of other items in here that are free. Everything in here is free, depending on how much you spend. If you spend $50, this set of paper right here is free. So lots of good items. And if you host a party, then you'll get this in your words set for free as a host. So if you want more details about that, if you would like a catalog sent to you, I'd be happy to do that. And just let me know. And here's our big catalog that has just everything in it for all occasions, all seasons. A lot of great items in here. And I have worked with much of this. So if you want to see something up close, just let me know. Or if you want a catalog, again, just let me know and I will definitely get that out to you. So in the Whimsy and Wonder bundle, I'll show you the pieces that you'll get. One of the pieces is this paper. It's gorgeous, fabulous paper. I love the size. Some of these I've already cut all up, so you're only going to see part of them. And the most exciting thing about this paper is it is double-sided. So this is a gorgeous piece here. I love it. I've already made a few cards with it. I'm not going to be sharing those today. Some fun pink on the back side of this one, the holly. The stripes have these great polka dots, which I love making Christmas trees out of because it looks like snow coming down in front. The Christmas tree paper, which is just gorgeous by itself. I've also cut out some of these trees for different things or just used it as is. Has a great back color of a nice green, which I've also used to cut out trees. And then my favorite, the pink snowflakes, which I've done so many things with. And the back side is another great one with all the fun colors. So this is the paper that you receive in this bundle. Also, you'll get a pack of, I believe it's, I want to see how many, maybe it's 24, it doesn't say on the back, of these snowflakes, which I'll be showing you in a few minutes, that they are iridescent, really pretty. I'm going to try to grab one right now if I could pull one out for you to look at. Here we go. And they're large, nice big size, so they look great on cards, iridescent. I don't know if you can see that in the video. So that pack of snowflakes also comes with this set. The Blushing Bride, which is the name of the color, the Blushing Bride ribbon, which we'll be using in a few of the cards, also comes in this set. And of course, the stamps. Whoop, let me see if I can do this. I don't want to show you this just yet. I'll show you the stamps. So here's the stamps that will come in. I'll show you the back so you can see what they are of. I've already taken them out. And then also, if you buy the whole bundle, it also comes with these great dies which I will show you. My last card, I'm going to use my cut and emboss machine, and you'll see the dies, the awesome cutouts that I can make with these. And that'll be the last card. So let's get started. Here is our first card that we're going to make. It's very basic, simple card. And this one, I already made that earlier, so I wasn't able to cut and make one right now for you, but I'll just show you really quick what I did. I started out with the gray cardstock, and then I cut out the 5.5 by 4 piece of the specialty paper. And then before I glue the specialty paper on, I tucked the ribbon underneath and glued it on. Now this ribbon right now is in the clearance section, and it's the Snowflake Splendor. So this is a great deal right now on sale, and it goes so perfectly with this set. So I use this ribbon as well as the Blushing Bride. So if you're interested, that it can be bought separately in the clearance section. And once I glued the ribbon down, I just grabbed one of my little circles with the hole punch, stamped the Wishing You Christmas Cheer and Magical Moments stamp, which is right here in the set. Put it on my block. Stamped it in my Old Olive, which is one of my favorite colors that I used. And then the holly looks like this. It's kind of a large piece of holly, it looks like. But what I did was I put this just on a scratch paper and just did portion of it onto the circle for with my sentiment. Added a few gems and then an extra piece of ribbon as a knot. And there you are, a very cute little card. Okay, let me go on to the next card. The next card, I used the specialty bedazzling paper that you can get free if you spend $50 or more. It also can be purchased separately, I believe, and it's one of my favorite papers that I love, and the Christmas trees are one of my other favorites, so to put these together was a no-brainer for me. In fact, I'm gonna make one with the pink snowflakes soon, later today. So what I did, and that's what I'm gonna actually build right now with you, was I took my gray cardstock, and then I already cut down my pieces. You can make these any width you like, whatever you feel happy with. If you want the trees more narrow or you want the sparkly just to barely peek through, you can do it any way you want. I think I might have the sparkly peek through. I need to trim it down, so I'm gonna grab my little trimmer here. I'm gonna move my tray. Let's trim down the sparkles. I've got them too long, my bedazzling paper. Just trim it slightly. And I'm just using the other piece to measure to make sure I get it exactly the same length. Just easier for me to do it that way. Trim those down. Make sure that's good straight. And once I have those trimmed, I'm going to stick them all on the card here. Something like that. Isn't that great? I'm not going to do all the sticking right now because I have a lot of cards to show you. I want to get it done. I love this phrase, let your heart be light. Just stick that on here real quick. And then again, I used a dark evergreen and then punched it or stamped it right onto there. So I have the card. And then with the bow, these bows are really easy to make. Just, oops. And I say it's easy and then I can mess it up right away. Just make your loop and then turn your bow. There we are. Cute bow. Then I'm just going to glue that down right there. Glue down this is the back of the Christmas tree paper, that nice solid green that I like. And I'll glue that down there. Add a couple of my little sequins or jewels, just for some fun. Just because I think cards need lots of sparkle at Christmas time. And there we go. And that's our second card. Okay, now the next card that I want to show you how to make is this cute one that I did with the, again, the snowflake ribbon and one of the translucent snowflakes. You can see some sparkle in there with the holly paper. So the way I did this, I got the mint green cardstock. Here's all my pieces. And then I taped right here so you can still see a trim around the edge or a frame of the green. And I glued down the holly paper. And this is an optional piece. This is a pink translucent piece of paper that I just put here to add a little bit of texture and variety to the card, so it's not full one piece, but if you prefer that. But the reason I did this, I felt it helped to make the snowflakes stand out better. So then I put in my snowflake. I cut down a piece of silver paper with my sentiment. And then I stuck that there. The sentiment says, "May the love of the season warm your home and fill your heart." And I stamped it on there in a dark green or the olive green. Tied a bow with my Snowflake Splendor ribbon that I found on clearance under Stampin', in the Stampin' Up. And I glued that on. And then I grabbed a couple of my sequins. This time I used this green color, which I really love. It's so pretty. And I just put a few little sparkles here and there all around the paper. And I'll just add them right now. You don't have to do them all in the same place, wherever you like. Sometimes when I stamp, I accidentally get an extra line or a dot somewhere that's not supposed to be there. These are great to cover up any mistakes. And there we go. That's what it's going to be like when I'm done. Put it all together. Okay. Moving right along, we have the next card, which gets to display a few of our different papers. And I love this card, so I use the Blushing Bride paper right here. Get all my pieces out for you. So Blushing Bride cardstock, and I just got a nice plain silver background. I cut 1.5 inch squares. I believe they might be 2 inches. Let me just check real quick. Oh, 2 inch squares. And then when you put these down, you can put it where the stripes go down or they go sideways. Either way, and it looks great. I would probably have them both do the same thing. And then the pretty paper with the ornaments on it. The back side's the blue Christmas trees. And then I'll tape that on right there on the bottom. Then with the holly paper, I cut out a couple pieces of holly. And then you can see here on the holly paper, there's gorgeous holly all over the place to cut out, so I just took a little scrap piece and cut out a few of the hollies. We call it fussy cutting when I just took my scissors and cut around the holly. So I did that. And then I stamped this cutest little joy stamp. I really like this one. I've seen some cute things used with it. And I stamped it on right there. And I used gray to kind of go with the silver look that I'm trying to go with. I also put it the same angle as these two pieces. Added my holly right onto the bottom of that sentiment card. And then just a couple of these more clear looking sequin dots. Put those on. Want those about that angle there. There we go. And there is the joy card. And it looks like joy, doesn't it, with all the soft colors and the pretty Christmas look. So much fun. Beautiful cards. Okay, my next card. This one took a little bit more work because I colored each of these individually. So I'm going to show you how I did that real quick. So First, I got the Blushing Bride cardstock and a piece of the silver. Now, these pieces are different sizes here than they were there. And that just goes to show you how flexible these can be. You can do them with all kinds of sizes. This is the back of the pink snowflake paper, this bright, colorful. So I'm gonna just do that there, and put that there. So just a different way to do this one. Lots of variations. And then add that just to be a backdrop for my sentiment. Again, I use the May the Love of the Season warm your home and fill your heart stamp right here. And real quick, I'm going to show you how I did that. So I have the ornament stamp, which is just the 3 ornaments. And then I just stamped them repeatedly at different levels, as you can see. Just repeated those. Then you can use colored pencil, markers, crayons. I tend to use the Stampin' Pastels. I love these because of the huge variety of colors. Not only the huge variety of colors that are in here, but also as you can mix them and get so many more colors. Then I got my Stampin' Up! Blender pen. Just dabbed the pen in here because this has a little bit of moisture on it, just enough. And then I could very delicately color these in any of these colors that I like. I tried to go with colors that matched with, and if you're not sure what color to use, there is at the top up here, the names of all the colors that help you know which color will go with what. I just like to practice on a scratch piece of paper, see what colors work, and then go from there. So either way will work for you. But that is how I colored in my ornaments. Put that back. And then I just stuck all the pieces on, grabbed my cute little jewels, add a sparkle here and there. Anywhere you like is okay. Different sizes is fine. And just a couple little sparkles here and there. And there's my next card. This is my ornament card with the bedazzling paper. All right, now for my last card, let me grab that. Let you see this one. Okay, so with this card, again, I used the Wishing You Christmas Cheer and Magical Moments That Last All Year stamp. And I used the Blushing Bride ribbon. And the way I did the top piece here was so quick and easy. I was just playing with the ribbon to see what can I do with this that's different. I didn't want to just do another bow. And I just played with it, and when I tied it in a knot, just one simple knot, didn't pull it too tight, I noticed that made a great frame for my sentiment. And I've actually used it in other cards since then. So I love this idea of just making a knot and gluing it down for your sentiment. So now I'm going to show you the pieces to make this card. So for this card, I used the mint green cardstock. And then I got the holly paper. And I'll cut that down. I'm going to show you a few more little tricks with this one. So I'm going to cut this one down so it'll fit right in there. So I'll stick that on. Then, oh, I already had a piece of ribbon cut, but that's okay. This one's shorter, so it'll work better. Make my one little knot, but not too tight, nice and flat is the way I want it. There we go. Oh, that's so cute. I'll stick that down. Then I took a piece of the Blushing Bride cardstock and I cut it to fit the size of my inserted piece. And then I might have to trim that just a tad, and then I will stick that right there. Okay. Now comes the most fun part. I love doing this. So now this card's not going to be exactly like our sample card because I made different trees. So in this card I have, and I'll show you how I made these. I have this tree, one of the ones that are on the back of the striped paper, and you could even do it with the stripes. Oh, isn't that pretty? Or I liked this just because it gave it a little bit more, it popped out, I felt a little more color. So I love that olive green. I'm just setting these on here so I'm not gluing. And then another one I could do in the stripes or the olive green. I'll probably use the stripes for this one. And then I made a couple of these cute little taller tree or skinny trees. And I don't see my sentiment. Did I not save myself one for this? No, it's not in there. Okay, well, I'll show it to you here. Again, I did the holly stamp on the sentiment. Couple sparkles there. Now I want to show you how I made these. This is so much fun. So with these dies, I grabbed this die. This is just on that silver shiny paper that I was using. And I grabbed, let's get these dies out for you. Here are the different dies that I used in order to make these. Make my trees. Then I used my awesome little Stampin' Up machine, die cut machine here. It embosses and it dies. Put my cards there, and then I'll grab a piece of my cardstock that I want to cut out. Whatever it is, if it's going to be on sparkly paper or something else. And I just put the die down. I'm going to make a very sparkly Christmas tree for you right now as you're watching. Except I just did that wrong. Let's do 2 trees. There we go. Since I'm going to be rolling it through, I'll cover it with that. I'm just going to run it right through. And you can see they popped out. There's my dies. And that was just so quick and easy. There's my gorgeous silver shiny Christmas tree. And this one I'm just going to pop up. All the little pieces were there, and there is my cut out silver Christmas tree. I can use this with all kinds of types of paper. Peel those pieces off. I can use it on the printed paper, plain cardstock, all different colors. I love it. It's so much fun. And so there you have it. I've made more trees. So now I can even change this around if I choose. Do that kind of a tree. These little guys. So that is how I made my cutout Christmas trees for this final card. Now I did one other thing with this card. I did the inside, so I'm going to show you real quick what the inside looks like. So I took a piece of plain white cardstock, my holly stamp, and then I just put the stamp there, so that when you open the card, there you are. You can write your little note there, and it's just got a pretty stamp to just tie it all together. And that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed learning to make the Wonder or Whimsy and Wonder cards with me today. If you have any questions, need any help with ordering, or would like to work with me live on a card, just give me a contact. My email is cardsnart@gmail.com, and I will put all the information for the products used today, the sizes of every piece, down in the notes, and you can see all of that. And contact me if you have any questions. And have a great, wonderful, and beautiful day.